and get right into it. Hello, and welcome to our Snapshot into Coaching. My name is Patrice Buller, and I'm the Mama Bear, founder of the Radiant Tribe. We've been a team for about 2.5 years, actually close to 3. November will be 3, and we are just so excited about what God has been doing, what He is doing, what He's going to do. He's on the move, and anytime that we get to share this opportunity that we have, my grandma upline, Michelle Myers, spoke at our coach conference, our annual coach conference last year, and she actually switched the word opportunity for responsibility, and she kind of swapped those out so that we really have the mindset of like, this is not just an opportunity, this is our responsibility as believers who want to, be a light to people, but also, if you feel called to do that in a way that is connected to health and fitness, it's more of a responsibility that we have this incredible gift that we share that. And so that's totally changed my mindset around it. And so we're excited to just share this with you. If you have any questions at all as we're chatting, you can just put them in the chat box, and we'll get to them at the end. Or as always, just reach out to the coach that invited you here, and they would be happy to answer any questions that you have. So I'm going to share just a little bit about my story and how I started coaching. I'm going to share our team mission, which is a little bit different, but also how that connects really well with our company's mission. And then a little bit about what we do as coaches, and then I'm going to pass it to a few of our coaches on the team, and we're going to have a couple share some sort of like hesitations that people usually have. Do I have to be in perfect shape? We're going to answer that. We're going to answer, do you have to have a lot of time? We're going to answer, do I have to be an extrovert? And talk about just how neat it is to figure out your coach fit. And then also, do I have to be salesy? So if you're like, can't wait to hear any of those specifically, stay tuned, and we're excited to just go over all of that. So a little bit about my story. I am a wife and a mom. I have 2 little boys. Julian is 5. Jonah will be 3 August 31st. He calls it 31st. And so I actually started coaching right after I had my second. So like I said, almost 3 years ago. After saying no for a couple of years, I was just really skeptical about this coach opportunity. I am a personal trainer, so that's my passion, is really helping women, with their health and fitness. I've always had a desire to connect my faith with that, and it's just who I am. So it kind of is about what I'm doing, and so I, was passionate about health and fitness and had my second baby. I don't necessarily walk out of the hospital in my skinny jeans after I have my babies. And for whatever reason, with my first pregnancy, I felt a little bit ashamed about that. I'm like, why are all these fitness ladies that I'm following literally walking out and snapping back right away? Like, what is wrong with me? I was fit through my pregnancies, and I just really had to embrace that my journey is different than others. And we're really big on that too. It's helping you see it's not about comparing your fitness journey, your faith journey, your motherhood journey, your wife journey, your, nothing, your coach business. We're not supposed to be comparing to other people, but we do it, right? So that's kind of what I thought my first pregnancy. I felt so defeated, and I felt like I had to go into my little fitness closet and get in shape and then come back out. I'm probably gonna do that a few more times. Come back out and say, okay, I'm in shape, and go from there. Whereas the second time I was like, you know what? No, there's other women who have fitness goals, who have weight to lose, who are kind of drowning in diapers and dishes like I am. And I want to be an inspiration. I want to say, hey, look, I'm committed to this. Do this with me. And so I saw one of, actually my coach, I saw her do a sneak peek similar to this, and just got to hear her heart about how she's been called to connect faith and fitness. And I was like, that's it. I couldn't necessarily see myself on the other team with the coaches that invited me. And I knew that it was a barrier, that God kind of put up a barrier because I needed to follow someone that was following him. And so I'm so thankful that I joined the team that I joined, and it's been just such a beautiful journey. So I lost 10 pounds my first month. So my coach journey and my postpartum journey started on the same day, basically. I lost 10 pounds doing a fun kickboxing MMA program, and just fell in love with it, and was like, I got to share this. I got to share this. So got my mom to join, and some friends and some family, and had a fun accountability group. And we just decided, you know what, we're going to be at this together. We're different women from different walks of life, different backgrounds, all different shapes and sizes, but with the same goal in mind, that we want to be our best. We want to give our 100 in every area of life, and it's no fun doing it alone. So it's been so neat to watch that community grow, which is our Radiant Wellness Studio. And so we, again, have just so many different women represented that we get to help find freedom in their life, not just their fitness. So that's where our mission comes in. It's a little bit different in that we don't just want to give everybody six-pack abs. I mean, it's a byproduct of eating clean and working out. Sure, if you want your six-pack, we'll help you get a six-pack, but it's not about the six-pack, right? It's about if you're being healthy in your mindset, if you're healthy in your emotions. It's everything connected, and we really believe that freedom comes through a solid foundation in Jesus Christ. And so we want to help women experience that. And our company's mission, so we are Beachbody coaches, and you might not necessarily see that plastered all around our social media and things like that. And it's not because we are ashamed in any way. We are very, very just thankful for the company that we're partnered with, top of the line nutrition and fitness tools, as well as an incredible mission that we get to be partnered with. And that is to help people reach their goals and live healthier and more fulfilling lives. And what a beautiful mission that is. And we do that through providing them with tools. So it's Beachbody. If you're not really sure what Beachbody is, you've probably heard of some of our programs, whether you think you have or not, but P90X, Insanity, some of the newer ones, 21 Day Fix, and Core de Force, so many programs that you probably heard but didn't know they were Beachbody. Basically, Beachbody was created to make health and fitness accessible and affordable to everyone through what started off as at-home programs. And so the CEO got together and they created a program. They put it off on an infomercial, and it was like selling like crazy. People were purchasing the program. But when they went to collect kind of transformation stories to see how people were doing with them, people weren't really completing the programs. And they stumbled upon this forum, kind of like an old school, like now what we would call like messenger thread, basically online. And they saw that people who had gone through the program were like coaching people that were currently going through the program. I just did it again. Coaching people through the program. And they saw that the results started to skyrocket. People felt encouraged and supported. And so they would stick with it and actually see results. So they're like, you know what? They're onto something here. They're doing it on their own time, their own dime. Let's create a compensation plan for them. And that's how Team Beachbody was born. So we actually didn't start off as a network marketing company, which I think is so cool. We actually started off just providing tools for people. And then they added on an element to where not only are we giving people tools, but we get to walk alongside of them and actually help them reach their goals. Whereas most companies, they sell their product and that's it. That's where our job starts. We are a relationship business. We get to know people, connect with them, and really help them, reach their goals and beyond. So that's basically what Beachbody is, and that's who we are as coaches. We're cheerleaders. You don't have to be the expert. We have the personal trainers on the screens, whatever it is, your phone, however you pull up your Beachbody on demand. We have the trainers there that are experts. So they're going to tell them what move to do, how many times to do it, and repeat. We don't have to be experts in nutrition. There's world-class nutritionists that come up with the meal plans and the programs. All we have to do, like I said, listen to people, get to know their struggles, and help match them up with something that might be a good fit for them, and then come alongside of them and support them. So that's what we do as coaches. So as far as the 4 main vital behaviors, we call them, just to get an idea of what we specifically do as coaches. Most people are like, well, what do you do? Like, what do you do? You just play on social media all day? No, we actually do work, okay? And so the 4 things that we do, the number one, super cool, the number one responsibility we have as coaches is we live it out. We are proof that this works. And that helps us to not feel quote unquote salesy. I'm not going to get into Alicia's chat, but it helps us to really live it out so that what happens when you're living something out and you love it, you share it, right? So we're working on our own health and fitness journey first, which is incredible, so that we have that experience to share it with other people. Our story is basically our business. Our journey is, how we connect with people. And it's important that you are sharing it in a way that's authentic to you, not your upline or, this coach that you see or this coach that you see. Be inspired, but really we're going to help show you how to get to know who it is that you are as a coach, what you want to represent, what your passion place is, what are the things that excite you and the people that you want to connect with. And so you're living it out yourself, number one, which helps you when you go to do number 2, which is connect invite and follow up. Beachbody used to call it invite, 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 and I did not like that. So I actually kind of changed it to invest, invite, but they just changed it recently to connect, invite, and follow up. And why connecting and investing is so important is because we want to get to know people before we ask them to join us. I'm not sure if you've ever received a, hey girl without a name, join my this, and you're like, you didn't even say my name, like, do you even know who I am? It just feels impersonal, right? We want to connect with people, like I said, and get to know where they're coming from, get to know what has worked before, what hasn't worked before, what are their struggles, so that when we invite them to something specific, we have a solution to match their struggle, and we can genuinely help them with what works best for them. So we're connecting with them, we're inviting them, and then we're going to follow up with them, just because, I mean, we are business owners and that's what we do. People get busy. We want to make sure we're doing our part to have that relationship with them. So we are planting seeds with people. And then the third thing is we are getting people results. So those people are going to come in, they're going to join us, whether it's as a customer or maybe a coach on our team, and we're going to help them get results, get ourselves results in our own health and fitness. We're going to help our clients get results and really, see them through with what we said that we were going to help them do. And then the last thing is we're helping our coaches. When we have people that join and they're like, I want to share this, it's usually a natural progression of joining, getting results. People start asking you like, hey, what is that you're doing? You start sharing about it, you're excited about it. And so you're going to help them get results, and then they are naturally going to want to start sharing. So you're going to help them get the results that they want, whether it's financially and et cetera, going from there. So those are the three things. The last thing is personal development. So we just want to constantly make sure that we are growing in our craft, right? This is our business. So we're going to get to know the ins and outs of the business. Again, you don't have to feel like you have to be an expert to start and to share. You're just sharing what you do know, which is if you said yes, you're one step ahead of the person who didn't. So we're just grabbing the person behind us and saying, come on, run with me. This is what I'm doing. This is the new nutrition plan or the new workout I'm doing. This is the community that I am getting to know, and I want you to be a part of this, right? So we're not waiting until we know everything to invite people and bring them on in. But as the days go on, when we sit down to do sort of what we call our power hour, which Ashley is going to talk a little bit about with time, the things we do during that power hour, you're going to do some growth development where you're getting to know, how to be a leader, how to run challenge groups and all those things. And that comes also from our new coach mentorship. As a new coach, we will show you all the basics, the ins and outs of what it looks like to be a coach and what to do in your first, month or so as a coach. And then we have ongoing trainings from there. So plenty of tools and resources within our team and our team page. And we're always here to mentor you and guide you along. So I'm going to pass it on to a few of our coaches, and they're going to share on some specific things. They're going to share their name, a little bit about them, how they found this team specifically, and whatever their topic is. So Erica's going to talk a little bit about how you do not have to be in perfect shape, why you do not have to be in perfect shape in order to be a successful coach. Did you hear that, Erica?
Sorry, ladies. Is it my turn? Okay, hi, I am Erica, mom of two. I'm actually at church right now, so I am part of the creative team at church, as well as doing Beachbody. And so I'm a mom of two. I started my wellness journey back in July of 2012. And I was just kind of doing like random like YouTube type stuff for like a month, lost some weight, and finally decided to pull out, don't tell anybody, my burned copy of P90X. And did that. And I have been sharing my journey on Instagram and Facebook since like day one. And eventually someone reached out to me. I think I was about 2 months into my journey, 1 month into P90X, and they're like, you would be a really awesome coach. And I thought they were crazy because at the time I was 264 something pounds. I'm like, I'm not coach material because I didn't know what a coach was. That word like scares everybody off. yeah, so I was do something, and I was like, I can't do coaching because I'm still trying to get my life together. And they're like, no, but you realize that's what you're doing already. You are sharing your journey. You're inspiring people. You're motivating people to get healthy as well. And so they invited me into, it wasn't a call like this, but they kind of like open their doors, and we do it sometimes too, like a Snoop group type of deal where they let me see how their group is run, and all that. And so I joined. I wasn't as skeptical as Patrice. I was just like, I need to do this because I wanted to help my family, because I'm also a stay-at-home mom, a work from home mom. So I wanted to help with finances that way. And so I coached for years, lost within my first year, it was like 16 months, I lost 100 pounds while coaching. So that's what I'm talking about, by the way, sorry, is that you don't have to be in the perfect shape to do this coaching thing, because people want someone that they can relate to. They want to see you work through the messy stuff. They want to see the struggle. Like, people don't relate to perfect. And so it helps that they're seeing you, struggling to get up in the morning and bust out your workout before work or before the kids get up, and, getting up and doing your quiet time and doing all that and making your health a priority. And they, the perfect thing, it doesn't exist, but people, you can't relate to that. So you don't have to be in the perfect shape. I did that. Lost 100 pounds in 16 months. And I was on this coaching team, but I actually didn't find my family until like December of last year, because I was doing this coaching thing on a different team. But I was just disconnected, and just my heart wasn't in. I'm going to get choked up. Words are hard. My heart just wasn't in the right place. And so it wasn't until I can't do this right now. I found this team, and just being, where Jesus is the center of everything. We're going to need to switch to someone else. Patrice was waiting for this. But anyway, the messy, this is what people relate to. So no, you don't have to be perfect, in the perfect shape, have the perfect life, to do this coaching thing and inspire other people.
That's right, because I bet you started following me and connected with me while I was doing that on my stories, because I was doing something in my life and I couldn't keep it in. I had to share it. And that's when the neatest part about this is being able to be real and vulnerable, because that's what people connect to. It's not about being perfect and having the perfect, looking life. There's enough highlight reel out there. There is. Go do your scroll. You're going to see a lot of people, that you feel like you have to compare to, and you're just not measuring up. And that's not how we want you to feel here. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all together. But you have a place here, and we're all literally, figuring it out together. So you get to be real, you get to be you, and that, whatever that looks like for you. So Ashley is going to share a little bit about how crazy busy she is. She's a mom of 4. Her kids are in every single type of sport you can think of. She has 3 jobs, one that makes her travel to New York, and she still finds her excitement and passion and joy in getting to coach other women. So she's going to share a little bit about how you don't have to have a ton of time, because she doesn't.
Okay, good evening, ladies. So yes, Patrice is dead on. I am a busy mom of 4. I don't have a lot of time. I'm not really sure what spare time actually is in life anymore. But even with 3 jobs, one job that particularly has me travel out of town quite a bit, and then also gives me weird, crazy hours. Like sometimes I will be at work from 11 p.m. until 4 p.m. the following day. So with that, and like she said, my kids are in every sport under the sun. I have a runner, 2 swimmers, 2 gymnastics kids, and everything in between: piano, acting, singing lessons, you name it. We've got it going on in this house. Oh wait, yeah, and I have a husband too, so he's around. But oh, here comes one walking in, being nosy. So anyway, with that, get out of here. Working this business, you don't have to have a lot of time. You can work a 9-to-5 job. You can work multiple jobs. There's a beautiful soul on my team who has 2 full-time jobs and 2 daughters and is a single mom, and she's killing it. So yes, I love you. I see you looking down at the screen. So I say that to say that you don't have to have a lot of time. The beauty is that within our team, as well as our company, we provide you with the tools that you need to be able to work this business, whether it's in what we like to call power pockets, maybe 15-minute, 20-minute increments throughout your day, or if you sit down and you can truly dedicate a solid hour or a solid 2 hours of your day. There's a great little tracker sheet. I actually pulled one out of my notebook that allows you to focus your power pocket time. So that way you're not kind of scatterbrained and you're like, well, yeah, I think I'm supposed to invite, connect, follow up with who, what, post what, where. It gives you actually tasks to do with almost kind of like a recommended time limit, like take 3 minutes to do this. So if you only have 15 minutes left on your lunch break because you only get a 30-minute lunch break, we want you to enjoy your lunch, of course, but then you can have a truly successful and efficient 15-minute power pocket. So the beauty is they give you the tools. You don't have to take a lot of time. You can do this. I find a lot of times my business is run when I'm sitting in traffic or in car line or at a lesson. Good night, dear. I sent out 2 invites, honestly, while I was waiting for my cross-country team to show up for practice today. So just to kind of give you an idea of like how you make it work within your schedule and your life. Another team member of mine, she does the bulk of her work on Sundays. Like while she's doing her laundry and her meal prepping and everything, she sits down and she schedules out the things that she needs to work. We truly believe work smarter, not harder. And we give you the tools to allow you to do it, to fit it within a busy lifestyle. Like me. Oh, was I supposed to say how long I've been coaching? I've been coaching since December 2017. Wow, that's a long time.
All right, Jacqueline is going to share a little bit about how coaching fits you and where you are and your personality. You don't have to pretend to be someone that you're not. So she's going to talk a little bit about her incredible personality and how she's found her fit with coaching.
No sarcasm there. I consider myself the oddball of this group because they're all emotional and I'm not. I'm very dry and I don't let my eyeballs sweat. But hi, I'm Jacqueline. I am a wife of almost 3 years. Courtney, you know what I mean. I don't let my eyeballs sweat. I'm a wife of almost 3 years. I do not have any children of my own, but I have 3 nieces, 6, 8, and almost 10. And I tell people I don't have kids because I have kids. And they are, oh, Lord help me. All of you moms, God bless you. I can't wait till summer is over and they go back to their mom. I am very introverted. I say I'm an extroverted introvert because I have learned how to appear to be extroverted just from previous jobs, but really I am an introvert, which means that people make me tired and lots of peopling overwhelms me. And yet for some reason, somehow, some way, I genuinely believe that this is the opportunity that came my way for a reason, to stretch me, to grow me, and to use me as a tool to help other people be stretched and grown. So what I will share with you is that you don't have to be an extrovert. You don't have to be a bubbly, outgoing, life of the party type of person. You can be, and that absolutely works. And you can be very much reserved and introverted and still have a very thriving business. I will say that I was not a fitness Barbie. I have never been what I would consider skinny. Never been really big, but never been skinny. Always kind of somewhere in the healthy range. But after I got married, within about a year and a half, I found myself struggling a lot when it came to health and nutrition. Some of it was that initial, what did we call, fappy phase, where you're just so happy to be with the person you love and you're eating out all the time and just not taking care of things, started putting on weight. And then we hit some bumpy patches in our marriage. And then I was emotionally eating because I was upset. So about a year and a half into marriage, was not happy with the way that things were going. And I stumbled across Patrice's Instagram randomly one night. I hadn't even been on Instagram for well over a year, hadn't even opened up my account. For some reason, my husband had gone out, decided to download the app, opened it up, and through a series of fortunate events, stumbled across Patrice's page, who I'd never heard of before. My husband came home. I was not sweating from my eyes, and I told him, this is what I wanted to be when I signed up to be a Beachbody coach several years prior, and it didn't work. And there was just light and fullness and joy that leaped out of her feed, not because she was perfect, not because she had everything together, not because she was out here like some personality I wanted to have but didn't, but I could genuinely see Jesus in her. And I could see that she had what I knew but had somehow forgotten. And that was finding joy in Christ and letting that permeate every area of life. So that's actually what drew me in. And it had to work in some very unexpected seasons of my life. I started coaching, I believe it was a month or two after I stumbled across her page. I met her in April, signed up in June, and then in August, I was in the hospital with a relapse of a very rare blood disorder that I have. I was hospitalized for almost a month, and that I thought was going to derail everything I thought I was starting up. They can tell you I was trying to do our coach team calls from the hospital bed. Hi, Sawyer. With, we won't even go into the gory details, but I was in the hospital bed, still trying to be part of the team. And when I got out, life was very different. Life was very slow. My own health journey was very slow. But with this team atmosphere, with the family feel of this team, I was able to still find a place for myself, honestly. And even in this season, so I went from being a stay-at-home wife where I had pretty much all day, every day to kind of figure out what I wanted to do, to my nieces have been staying with us all summer, and I can't usually get 2 minutes by myself to think straight. And it's sparked up a lot of anxiety and all sorts of craziness. And I maybe get 10 minutes here, maybe 10 minutes there. And yet business is still moving forward because, like Ashley said so very well, you don't have to reinvent the wheel on this team. Beachbody itself gives you all of the major tools to do this and do it very well. And then our team is so incredibly generous. We share information, we share best practices, we share forms and scripts and just everything under the sun. So even when you sit down for those 10 minutes, you're not having to think about how do I do this on my own. You have so many resources to pull from. And again, it's not about a certain personality type. Extroverts are going to be probably really great at going very wide. Introverts are going to naturally be maybe better at going very deep with a few, but there's a place for both. We need both on this team. The world needs both. And there are people that are going to hear your voice, whether you're an introvert or extrovert, that aren't going to hear mine or Patrice's. So every person has the people that God intends for them to reach, and you absolutely have a place on this team. We are all here to help you figure that out. You don't have to figure it out on your own. And yeah, that's what I got.
Love it. All right, Alicia, you have like 1 minute. Just share a little bit about why you don't have to feel salesy. Share something you like.
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. This is awesome. So just real quick, show of hands. How many of you have ever recommended a restaurant to somebody? Raise your hand. How many of you have ever recommended a restaurant? Okay. So if you like something, you're going to recommend it, right? So if you're doing a workout program and you're seeing results from it, oh my word. So can I tell you, when I started my journey 6 years ago, I had people coming up to me from church, from every area. What are you doing? I wasn't even coaching. And I'm like, T25, you have to go buy this program. I sold so many programs and I wasn't even coaching because we're excited about something that we love. And just like we would recommend our favorite restaurant or the cutest little boutique down off of whatever street we live on, that's the same thing with these products that we're using. They are helping us. We are seeing them make a difference in our life and our loved ones, and we're going to share it. Why would we keep a secret or something that could change somebody's health history or their future? We have a history of high blood pressure and heart disease in my family. I don't want that for my kids moving forward. We have tools that can stop that. Diabetes, I mean, just all these things that we can see to make an impact, not only in our own families, but across the world. We live in a country where it's so, we have an obesity problem, we have health problems, you know, and we have tools in our tool belt that we can share. And so we have these great things. It's not selling. It's saying, I have an answer to your health problem. I have a solution that, you know, while you're helping people get healthy, like, look how many programs I sold and I wasn't even coaching because I was excited about what it was. So when we get excited about something, we share it no matter what it is. Coaching and these products are no different.
You made me want to join you. All right, so I have just a few minutes. We're trying to keep this quick because all of us, you can tell, we get a little fired up, a little passionate. We talk about this all night long. We want to respect your time. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about how we earn income. We earn income two major ways. The first way is through commissions. So just like Alicia was sharing, if you're sharing with someone and they want to purchase, we have so many things. We have a superfood shake that has literally cleared my chronic eczema that I've had since I was a baby. I will show you my pregnancy pictures, like my hands were covered. But since I became a coach and started drinking Shakeology every single day, that's the thing that changed. I've always been eating healthy. My eczema cleared up. So it hops in, it fills in the gaps to your nutrition. It was my prenatal while I was breastfeeding. Insane, incredible. So we have top of the line quality products, high quality products. We have our post-workout. We have a pre-workout. We call it our like Mama Go-Go juice. We have you name it, a healthy version of Gatorade, 3-day refresh cleanse, so many different things. So if you're sharing with that, someone wants to purchase it, they do that through your website and you get the commission off of that, 25% commission off of that, and you save 25% off of anything that you purchase, which is amazing. But we have another way to earn an income, and that's through Team Cycle Bonus. So as you get people that are excited to share like you are, they start to, you know, help their family and friends get healthy, then you get to earn, it's basically like volume that accumulates. And that's how we create that residual income. That's not just us working hard for the commission, but us basically getting rewarded for having a team of people underneath of us that are sharing and helping people as well, which is super cool. And then from there, there's all kinds of quarterly bonuses and things as you just go higher in your rank in the company. But those are the two major ways. As far as how much it costs to join, it costs the cost of your challenge pack, which is an insane deal, especially this month, because your coach has a $10 off unless they're gone. So you'll have to reach out to them, but they have a couple $10 off promo codes for you to save $10 off of your package. It's going to give you everything you need to rock your personal journey. So a whole year of all of our workout programs, streams, your first month of Shakeology, and or our pre and post workout, so that you have the tools you need to be on your journey so that you're authentically sharing with people. So that is about $150 depending on the route that you choose. And I'm a personal trainer. Ashley's a personal trainer. Alicia's a trainer. We can tell you that you could spend that, depending where you are, in 1 to 2 personal training sessions. That's no accountability, no nutrition support. And you get this for a whole year's worth of health and fitness support, plus our community, which is amazing. And that's how you're going to stay on track. So killer deal for that. So that's number one. But if you are already a coach, so if you're already a client, then you can just upgrade to coaching. And if you purchase a challenge pack, it's free to do that. And then it's just a $15 a month fee, which unlimited income potential, and you pay $15 for Beefbody to do everything. They ship, they do everything. And so how you can join us, 3 options that you have in this last minute, okay? You can't ghost us. That's number 1. You have to reach out to the coach that invited you. Either tell them, I'm all in, I'm ready, I want to coach and start sharing. You're going to join our community. You're also going to start our new coach mentorship on Monday. The second thing is, I'm not really sure about coaching, but I definitely want to start as a challenger, work on my own journey. And the last thing is, I'm not really thinking it's a good fit. I need a little bit more time, and that's fine. We're not about pressure here. So promise me that you will reach out to your coach that invited you and tell them you're a 1, a 2, or a 3. Sound good? Awesome. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. We hope you got to hear our heartbeat a little bit about coaching, and we hope that you join us because we're a big old family. And there's my 2-year-old. Say hi. Oh, he's naked. Nay. Say bye-bye.
Bye.